Good day, welcome to Multinet Design. In this particular tutorial, after the last one, sorry for a little bit of break because of the busy aspect. So I've been on this kind of project doing one or two. I've done some schools and things. So I want to teach you one of the projects I did. It's a quick one. So, but this one is just a client just call upon me that it's just a sketch that he gave me. So if you're new to Revit, this is my page. Just kindly subscribe as you are watching, and we've been doing this for long. You can check our channel and see a lot of projects that we have done. So let's start the order of the day. This is executive semi-detached 3-bedroom. So I'm going to say, I'm going to click new because I want to create a new project. So you need to click a new one. So you don't click on existing except you have that one. You are new to this. So I'm going to use can select the template from here, or decide to use any one of these ones. You can browse and check the one you want to use. So whatsoever is there is almost here as well. So but you say residential, look at the default residential and choose whatsoever you want to do. But I'm not going to use this particular one. I'm going to use from here. I'm going to set metric architectural template, which is what I want to use for my project. Not project template this time around. I just want to create a project by yourself. So if you want to create a template, you can do that, but I'm not doing that. I have a system one. So I'm going to use this one. So this actual land is, the man just use the mouth to describe it that okay, this is it. So as an architect, we just say sometimes a mouth description and say this is my criteria that I want. All the ground floor as well should be just a play. I don't want any demarcation from living room. I should be seeing my kitchen. I should be seeing my dining, things like that. So, and these are the things that I said you need, and the upstairs is going to be 3-bedroom. So I jump into action based on the dimension he gave me for the land. So I'm going to do that quickly now. So I'm going to say, let me just use a notation to create the dimension for the land. I'm working here now. I've never created anything. Still need more level to create, but we'll come back to that later. So because I just want to have my land preoccupied. So I will say use just line first. Don't use do not use a property line, just use normal annotate line. So what did he say? He said he has 15 meter of span of a land, then by 24 meter, I think what he said, by 25 meter. That's how he measure. So that is the land that he said he has. So, and he wanted to use this land judiciously, not only for this one but for another thing. So, and he said the road is at the what is it called, the long side. It is like the road is like here. So you see, that's the explanation he gives to me. So I need to work on it because he said he want to have 2 buildings, semi-detached and so on and so forth. So I have to for make a concept of me. Where is he building it? He's not even building it in a public, just like he's building it in a village. So what will I need to do? I need to divide the land into 2 so that I'll be able to use it half on its own. So what did he have here? See, this is what he has. So when I have it in divided in half, I have to manage the way I want to take because the requirement now is heavy and it says double that it needed. So say what to build in there. Not necessarily that the both of them should be semi-detached. So it depends on how I will be able to coordinate myself. So since it's not in the village, I need to. So it's not in the city. There is no proper regulation for this thing. So I just have to work on it. So what I do is that I go to here. So I say offset. Let me offset first. No matter what the case may be, I just need to offset because of the parking at the front. So what will I have? So since most of them are in a village, most of them doesn't park car and a compound, just like a something. So I have to do like, okay, let's say you have 4 meter, let's say 4 meter at the front. So like this. So at the back you can just have 1 meter. So if it's okay by me, then I will know. So I'm going to measure and see what it is. This is 10 meter. So with the 10 meter, I think we can go on with this and get everything we want to get it right. So at the right side again, what do? We say, let's say at the right side, let's give this one another moment of that. So at the right side, I'm going to say, by what side I'm going to say, okay, let's have 3 meter because we have space. So let's just say 3 meter. That is how you design with confidence whenever you are doing. So I've done it. I don't want to assume those are people that are following. So just say like 3 meter, then you have this space. So you focus your attention on this to make sure that you use this space to design what you want to create. So this is what we're focusing our design on now, for now. So what will I do? So I will start my process from here. This one take up to the semi-detached if possible. So let's start. So the first thing I will go now is that since I have this in place, so what will I need to do? I'm going to say make sure that you convert this so that you make sure that everything is now what a normal property. So you say go to mass and structure. So when you go to massing and a site, you go to property line and you say create by sketch. So select and use this so that you have a property line systematically created. Anywhere you are, you should be seeing it. If you go to site to see it as well, because now become a normal property line. So you annotate with that with what we'll focus on. So now I'm going to go to architecture and select my wall. That's where I start the project entirely from this. So from here I have to be setting it. So I have all connected heights, which is what I'm going to reduce it to 3000. So that's in the normal thing I want. So I'm going to edit the width of the thickness of the wall. So I'm going to change it to 225. So that is 9 inches if what you are using. So I'm going to say click OK and click OK as well. So I start my project straight up. So from here now I move on. So now this is my first line. So I have it now, the first line. I need to measure. So from here to here now, what will be my what? My priority. So let me just say head to head is what I want to do. I don't want to do from E to E. So I'm going to use this. So now I want to say offset 7 meter. I think 7 meter is what I'm going to use to do what I want to create in that level. So offset is 7 meter to this level. So 7 meter is going to create me the first part, that is this area. So what will I do next is that I have to start demarcating now, because now the preoccupied position is that I want all the down to be open. So what will I do? And I have to have a staircase. So my problem is not even the demarcation of the place. My problem is now the mechanical aspect, which is the how am I going to get to the next level. So this is the part of dividing. So what will I do now? I'm going to say select this, and then I need to have a staircase position, almost like let's say 2 meter will be okay. So that will be a staircase position, but not just an assuming part, but not a complete deciding moment for now. So I'm going to say now divide this into this is going to be my veranda, yes, entrance porch. Then I'm going to have the complete close down here, then close everything completely. So I have my own space. This is going to be living room, dining matter, and whatever I need to have there does not matter any longer. So I'm going to divide this one into two, into place. So I have this now. So this is going to come front as well, and let it be here. So what we do now, you align this to the front. Good. So I'm having this as per what I'm going to see to design every aspect of my project with. So now this is the staircase and this is the living room. So let me quickly put an annotation so that I will put that in place. So I will say living room. Understand? So I'm going to have dining here. Dining and kitchen, they are together. That's the requirement. So then kitchen is going to be somewhere here. Then kitchen as well. So that is it. So as I've done with that now, the kitchen must have a store. We get to that level later. So will I leave it like this? No. So at this front now, I'm going to have something very fun, and this is how it's going to be. Now it's not going to be completely left in this way. The reason is that under this place I'm going to have my visitor toilet. This is going to take place from here. So I'm not going to do that one. It's when I start creating my how will I call it now? When I start creating my staircase, and now I will position my door and things like that. Whether I'm going to come from outside or come from inside. But let me quickly put the doors where the doors supposed to be, just like a demonstration before I proceed. This is not going to be the final. I'm going to still going to change this door. So, and the exit one, this level. So as you have a door somewhere here, so let's quickly have a window as well, a long window to be precise. So check if you have one exceptional one that you can use. I'm going to take this one and check the property. If it's okay by me. Height is too much. I'm going to change to normal 1008. It's going to be a long window, then 800 for my own use. So I'm going to say okay, and I change the height here to this is perfect for me. So I'm going to do it and send it here. I use it already here. Let me reduce it because I just want to have having double. So let me just use 500. So I want it to have double. It makes it look more beautiful and more responsive. But it's only that cost implication is the main issue. But that shouldn't be the issue with you as a designer. So you should give your client what you want first before you now start looking at that in that direction. So I'm going to have that one like that. So leave this one in the case of the position where it should be. So I have done with this one now at this level. So I don't like this faint line. I used to have a dark line. So what am I going to do here on this particular position? What you just need to do is to go to view. So when you go to view, go to visibility graphics. See where I click, then you scroll down. You can change it from here, it doesn't matter, but because I don't want to be changing it again. I just want to systematically change it at once, because if I change it single, it's going to be view by view, but this time around I want it to be holistic and go round. So I'm going to come here and change it from the object style. So from the object style, I checked for wall and I go to this material. So at the material part, you see what I'm going to do here now, so that everything is going to be there. I go to graphics. From the graphics now, I will use rendering appearance sometimes. So let it be, but this is what is using default for. So what I'm going to go is the cut part. This cut is what I'm going to focus my attention. I will say okay, and I'm going to say okay, and you say okay. If it's open, then it's automatically change. So it turns to dark, which is what I like using. So I don't need it again. I return it back to the position where it's supposed to be. So this is place that my stair is going to be, and this is where it's going to be my visitor toilet, and this is the kitchen and everything. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to bring down the templates, put everything in order. Or let me please just use that now. If you are the one that don't have enough templates of what you have, and you have a project that you are using before, like this one now, you see I don't have a coach, I don't have any other things to use. So but if you are the kind of person that have some projects that have that, or you get a project for somebody and you want to use this person template, it's an easy thing for you to do. So you don't need to be bothered that one. So what you just need to do is that you go to file and search for the existing one, like where you have it. You can open and browse from all the desktop and everything you have, if you have know where you keep them. So like that. But since I have them already on my something, just let me just use it. You can open that one. Now let me say I want to open a new one. Like I'm going to use I have like this file now, which is to do as it. I don't think I have it here. So let me see the one that I can use. So I think I have Dr. Kefa's governor. So this is kind of work I did for one school like that. So I'm still doing it. It's not finished yet, but I can just use it so that I can be able to use in my material, things like that. If you see it now, you're going to feel the way it looks like. So the browser part is going to open here. So I will just want to use the template. So you double click here, select. You can select everything you have here and make sure that you take them to the position that you need. Even the staircase, you can bring it if you like the way the thing look like. You can select everything that you are seeing. Take the kitchen cabinets, the dining, After that, you just pick any other one, select this one and say selected instance in this view or in the entire project. So everything will be picked. Understand? Select. Why do you deselect? So it's just like selecting, select all the important templates of your choice. So you can say now select all this in the entire project. So everything will be selected, and what next do you need to do is that you pick it and say copy to clipboard. So since it's this one, so what you just need to do is to come back to the level 1 of what we have already opened. How do you do this? I just need to click modify, then copy everything from clipboard. This time around, copy from clipboard so that you'll be able to position it at your choice. If you say you should copy to align level, it's going to be a problem. So you may not see them because their coordinates might be different. So but say paste from clipboard so that you'll be able to drag it around and put it where you're supposed to put it. Some will not be there because some are associated with what? With modern level. So you click and say okay here. So like this now, this chair will disappear. Not that it's not available, it's available, but it's not going to be here. You can see that it's not here. So but that doesn't matter. All what we need to do is to create a floor. So now you floor it by coming here, create this. So later you can adjust whatsoever so that you put everything in proper perspective and in proper places. So as we've done that one now, it's done. So you say finish with that. So you can go back to the dock component and see the chair. So the sofa now is supposed to be here. So here is the sofa. So you make use of it now and drag it and you put it here where you're going to use it for your purpose. So that is it. So then you come to dining, select the dining, they drag it here. Then you bring this, press enter, and you click rotate or whatsoever, anything that so that you can give you that flat surface appearance. So you do that and change it. So you drag it and place it where it's supposed to be. If you want to put it at this side, it's your choice. If you want to put it here, it's your choice. So that is just what we have created, and that is what we have. So if you say you have brought what is it called here now, you make use of it. So all these things just arrange them pending the time you are going to start arranging. So everything is here. If you want to delete them, you can delete them. It's still going to be here in the template. They are there. So click. I'm going to save the work. So I have some other allergy things like that I've done. So I'm going to say the executive. So I'm going to like this one and say project, which is executive semi-detached. So we call it a wrap and it is saved completely. So we call it a wrap like this in this particular tutorial. So in the next one we'll proceed, and just stay tuned with me. Sometimes I'm actually busy, it may take me some time before I proceed with this, but don't bother. As we always start, we always end well. So thank you for watching. You can subscribe to our channel and same time to share and like, and you can become a member to help us whatsoever you are giving us, part of the progress of it. So thank for those who are members of this channel already. God bless you all as you continue to do so.